It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Option to hand off to Carson. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Hand off to Chris Carson.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Check. Check 52. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Come on.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Los Angeles.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Goff now looking to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Right here, right here. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Wilson leaves this one with Penning. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Squeeze, double. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You. Mike 5-4. Mike 2 for. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still play.
Here's Goff. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
We go tonight. Like 20. 54. We go 76. 76. Hold the road. Hold. 5. 54. Right there. 54. Ding.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Rams, nothing.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Check 41. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Alert 3. Check.
They run it with Carson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Carson on the
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Wilson. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Oh, he's got a little... And he coughed it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Carson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Carson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. First 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0.
Rams, nothing. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Penny, the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check 41. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Penny on the toss right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I'm coming after you. Mike's
On second down, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56, Mike 56. Ready?
To the air again. Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike 41. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Defense, let's get out the field. Defense. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
To throw again, Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
41's coming. 41's a mic. All day, baby, all day.
On first down, Wilson. His throw incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 41. Mike 41. Time to go. Night, night.
Throwing again. Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, check, 59.
Wilson will throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following the 7-yard return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jaron Reed. Russell Wilson sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run here with Akers. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Third and long. It's Goff. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Come on. 180. Check 56. DC. Check. He's coming.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, it's Henderson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now it's gone. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Let's get off the field. Check 59.
And a give this time to the tailback. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got you, punk.
On 1st down, it's Carson, and he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
41 Mike, 41 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 35. Rams nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Hey, shell.
Here's Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Check three.
From the 50, it's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Rams.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Orange. Shoot.
They'll run this with Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
He's Maverick.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6 at the 15-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Goff now to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check, 59. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now a give right right side. Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come on.
They run again with Carson. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Pick it up.
Here's Wilson to throw. They set up the screen to Penny. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down. That's the end of the
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Returnable for Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
For first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54.
Back to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Rams.
56 is the mic. I'm on. Show it.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Rams.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. I'll get him. Get him. Get him.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.